My tongue is a trigger that I am learning to prise my finger from. Too good at pointing it inwards, I aim and I fire throughout the night, and it does not light me up but burns me down. Morning breaks and I sift through the battlefield looking for survivors, and there's nothing but an empty shell of myself that's become too familiar with the floorboards. So I peel myself off them and wonder how many deaths I need to die before I'll consider getting help. How many oceans must spill out of my eyes before I'll reach out? How many invitations I'll turn down because I'm too down to turn up? How many times I'll tell my friends that I am busy just so I can sit alone on my bedroom floor, back pressed against the radiator, because it's the closest thing to being held. So I get help. I go to therapy, and when she asks me to tell her about myself, my tongue no longer has anything to say. I stutter out my education, the books I like, and where I was born, because facts are easier to hold than feelings, and I don't know how to tell her about the emptiness in my chest, the hollowness that came when you left, and how my body is still trying to hold you. It's as if my muscle memory remembers the shape of you, and now my stomach contracts with longing every time. She asks me if there's anything specific that I want to talk about, and I don't know how to condense years of trauma into 60 minutes. How do I tell her that my father's absence has me falling for men who never stay, that my mother's sadness has soaked into my bloodline, and I'm afraid that it'll never wash out, that I keep meeting men who only know how to love in clenched fists, and how I still can't love myself enough to leave when I should. I don't know how to tell her that I've tasted abuse in all of its flavors and it's left a bitterness in my tongue. I don't have the words to tell her that I've become half wolf and howling at the moon is the only way I know how to cry. So I say nothing. And then I say everything, and the words become an amen. They become a battle cry and my own manifesto. They become a promise, and I am learning that grace comes in many forms, that this poem is grace, that smiling is a form of grace, that grace can be found in the bottom of a teapot or in the crumpled tissues I shed in my therapist's office. I am learning that going to therapy and saying nothing at all is better than not going at all, that cold bathroom tiles and rivers of sadness that pour from my eyes have a grace all of their own, and that in the silence of that room I am free, and the demons that chase me must always wait at the door.
Ooh. That is not easy for anybody to go and do. I just want to let you know that is brave.
Thank you.
That is strong, and that is courageous.